Hey everybody, Drewby here. In this video, we're going to be doing the second inspection of our new hives. And we're going to start off by looking for a good frame to swap with the second box, because we found that this first box was actually queenless and they were starting to lay eggs on their own. And they do this as a last-ditch attempt to carry on their genetics, but it doesn't work out quite well for them because the drones, well, they can't carry on their own generation anymore. They can only carry on other hives' generations. But they still do carry on their own genetics. So they win in a way. But regardless, we're trying to fix this problem by swapping frames with fresh brood from the other box, in hopes that the smell of the new eggs will kind of deter them from laying their own eggs, first of all, and then eventually they'll realize that they don't actually have a queen. And instead of laying eggs again, they'll have eggs to turn into a new queen. But as you can see right here, they've actually started this process themselves. The cell right in the middle that's kind of drawn out more than the rest is actually a queen cell. And they did this by continuing to feed one of their regular worker eggs royal jelly to turn it into a queen. Because of the location of this cell, which is right in the middle of the frame, we know that it's an emergency queen cell, which means they realized that they lost their queen and they were trying to make one with what they had. But anyways, I'm just gonna go through this box and try to pick one of these frames. I pull out this next one. It doesn't have quite as much drone comb on it. And I didn't want to skimp the other box. I wanted it to be easier for them to replace the old drone cells after they hatch. I actually made a mistake of taking this frame. I should have left it in there because of the queen cell that was on it, but I must have forgotten about it, or just, I don't even know. But they probably would have been queen right a bit sooner had I left this one in there. I'm walking away to dump this hive because if there are laying workers on that frame, then they won't be as likely to get back to the hive as easily. So there will be less laying workers in the hive itself. So it'll make the whole process a little easier as far as making them not lay eggs anymore. And then when we put it into the new box, there won't be a whole bunch of bees on it trying to fight the other bees. We're just gonna crack open this second hive and basically do the same thing, just find a good frame to swap over. Except in this case, we're looking for different stages of regular worker brood. I'm also looking for the queen to make sure I don't accidentally give the other box this box's queen. Notice how this worker brood is a lot more flush, and it looks like kind of flat, like a slab. And here's a quick picture. It's a lot more bubbly and erratic, the drone cells. This is also just a really good shot in general of what's going on. It's hard to see inside of the cells, so you can't really see the larvae or eggs or anything, but you can see the new baby bees. They are the lighter color bees that are running around. I'll point one out here in a second. But when those bees hatch, they release pheromones through the hive that tell the hive basically that it's in working order, which is what we want for the first package. You actually can see the larva in some of these cells. Yeah, I believe I did decide to switch this frame over, so I'm going to give it a gentle shake to get any excess bees off. For the same reason as the other one, so that they don't fight, basically. Then I'm just going to put this frame into the new box. Or the other box, I should say. And another thing that we're going to be doing with the packages this time is supplementing them with protein patties soaked with sugar water and brood booster. You'll see it here in a second. This basically just gives them a little bit of a head start, and they don't have to forage as much. They can just kind of hang back. Plus the brood booster has amino acids and vitamins in it that encourage brood production, which is what we're going for to help get their populations up. Please excuse this poor bee and any other bees that I squish during these videos. I always feel bad. Now we're just gonna put that other frame into this first box, and we're gonna give it a pollen patty as well. I was trying to squish it down a little bit, but I don't think it helped that much. I just kind of made my gloves messy. And I'm gonna close up this box so that these girls can get back to doing what they were doing. And actually on this lid, this is a drone right here. You can see their their butts are a little more round, and they're a little chunkier. Some of these other bees will run up to it in a second. You'll see the difference. But as always, thank you guys for watching, and leave a like and comment if y'all have any questions.